In the current day, open world games are mostly praised for how big their maps are or the quality of their graphics. Over the years though, there's been many shallow open world experiences that claim to be the biggest and the best. Ubisoft is well known for this. However, there are many more aspects that make a good open world. A rather small but neat aspect of some of these open world games is what I'm going to be talking about. It's called the open world presentation, more commonly referred to as the step out moments. And if you're not familiar, the step out moment is when the player gets first introduced to the world and presented with a vast landscape. It's common game practice for game studios like Bethesda. I've always loved this feature in open world games. It gives you that first feeling of awe when you're shown a vast landscape. I start looking at everything in the distance. Ooh, a mountain. I want to climb it. Or, I wonder what I can find in that tower over there. Now I want to take a moment to analyze what makes a good reveal, but also how some games showed why you don't always need it. There are a few ways step-out moments are done, but most commonly the player starts in a dark, decrepit hole only to emerge to reveal the open world. Let's analyze one of my favorite examples of this, Breath of the Wild. Link wakes up in a pool of some goop-bed looking water and gets told by some random voice person thing to pick up an eyeball credit card. Sorry, Sheikah Slate. Now when Link uses his newfound powers to tap a credit card, the door to the cave opens. I wasn't joking when I said Breath of the Wild is to the point. It's funny to compare them to something like Oblivion, where you have to go through a whole bunch of sewers fighting rats and gobshites for 15 minutes. Now obviously the Oblivion intro has more story significance, but doing it every time isn't my favorite. Anyway, back to Zelda. After the door opens, Link goes through the light, and after introducing the new climb mechanic, the camera pans out to reveal a vast landscape. I can see my house from here. Now the audio is my favorite part of this sequence. The buildup of anticipation as I approach the ridge, and the peaceful moment of the landscape reveal. Everything seemed to stand still, just for a moment. Just taking in the atmospheric sounds and the view. Yeah, then this fucking guy yells at you and some stuff happens after that. Now, this step-up moment sets the tone for this game very well. It establishes a peaceful atmosphere with a sense of adventure, which is what this game was all about for me. Also climbing everything I can see. No mountain will go untouched. Now I said Breath of the Wild was one of my favorites, and that is true, but the one step-out moment that had the most impact on me was Skyrim. This is an interesting one because it's not the first time you're outside, it's just the first time you're let loose. Now, I'm not going to break down the whole intro because of how iconic it is and everyone's already played it already. However, once you kill the Charmin Bear and actually step out, you're greeted by the path down to a lake with distant mountains in the foreground. Background, I meant to say background. The sounds of the dragon in the distance is a taste of what's to come. I remember the first time playing this, running down the hill and chasing foxes, and then killing those foxes in front of its friends, and then killing its friends. Good times. Now the Skyrim step-out moment is not as seamless as Breath of the Wild, with Skyrim's long loading screen just before the step-out, but it's still quite remarkable. Nonetheless. So you may be wondering if your favorite game is shit because it lacks a step-out moment, and you would be right. Wait, no. Now, obviously the step-up moment isn't necessary, but it's nice to have.
Cut to the chase already.
So a great example of a game that doesn't have one is Morrowind. Now, you might be thinking it's just because of the low render distance. Why, yes, that is the main technical reason. The regular and unassuming Morrowind intro would be strange to have such a big step-up moment. Consider for a moment how the beginning of the game goes. You're just a prisoner getting released from a boat. You're essentially a nobody for now. All the locals are racist and they hate you at first.
I don't waste my time on the likes of you.
But you earn your way through this world, which is why Morrowind's mundane intro fits so well. When you're released in the small town, in the swamp, with no dragons to kill, no Oblivion hordes to face, it's just you, the world, and some directions. Now I could go into this in more detail, but it's kind of off topic, so I'll save it for another day. Well, there you have it, the step-up moments explored. I really hope this feature is expanded upon in new ways in the future. Todd Howard said that Starfield will have 2 step-up moments, so that could be interesting.
I like to say that Starfield has 2 step-out moments. It's cryptic.
Well, what do you think? What's your favorite step-out moment? Did I say something that defies your core beliefs? Be sure to make me pay for my transgressions down below.
Then pay with your blood.
Okay, well, thanks for stopping by and I'll see you later.